Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hijinks and Dungeon World.
Yeah, Dungeon World.
Dunjinks.
Ooh,
I like Dungeon.
Hold on, wait.
That was me. I'm sorry.
It's an actual play, Dungeon World live stream with QueueTimes. Wow, why is that so hard to say?
Because you've been doing the other one for a year.
Oh, a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like a year. Yeah, you got me. I've been got. I got caught. Well, anyway, if this is your first time joining us, hello. Thank you so much for first time joining us. Yes, we're playing Dungeon World. This is a mini series. This show is usually called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is using the Kids on Bikes system. There's an entire backlog of episodes, about 50 almost, of a continuous campaign using that system. Kids on Bikes is sort of like Stranger Things. So if this Dungeon World and D&D and that kind of stuff is like Lord of the Rings, and that's like Stranger Things. So if that interests you at all, if you like our dynamic, if you like our chemistry and all that kind of stuff, and you want to see more of us, then you can go and check out all of the previous episodes on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. You can also find that with the bit.ly/handle stream, capital H, capital S. There is another playlist for the rest of this mini-series called Hijinks and Dungeon World that has, I think, 4 episodes in it right now. We're a couple episodes behind on there, but you can probably find those still on the QueueTimes Twitch channel. But if you are watching this on YouTube, please feel free to leave a comment. Even if you watch us on Twitch, go to the VODs, leave comments there. I like to respond to them there. That's a really great, easy, accessible way for me to see all of the comments and to respond to them. So that would be awesome. That would be wonderful. If you like the show, share it with your friends and that kind of business, everything like that. We have a shop that you can buy merch from, both QueueTimes and Hijinks and Handlebars specific merch. That is with the bit.ly/handle shop, capital H, capital S. We also have a subreddit, r/Hijinks Handlebars. We have a Twitter and an Instagram at Handlestream. Both of those, that's there on the screen below me.
And if I can jump in, sorry, real quick, I created a bit.ly for this Dungeon World mini series. It is bit.ly/Dunjinks, capital D, DUNJINKS.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It's just bit.ly/Dunjinks, capital
Dunjinks.
D.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's on our Twitter. It's in the little bio if you need a link to it.
Cool. Great.
Thanks, Sam.
Did I spell that right in the Twitch chat?
I do not know.
It looks like it. Yeah. It looks like I've misspelled the word dunk. It sounds like I'm drunk and I want Dunkin' Donuts. Like I'm gonna click that link and I'm gonna order 4 chocolate glazed.
I'm just gonna get some thank yous here out of the way. Up top, thank you to I'm gonna thank Hunters Entertainment again and again. They publish
Thank
Kids
you.
on Bikes. That's the system we usually use, and I want to thank you because you gave me dice with skulls on them and Kids on Bikes branded backpack, and I will never ever forget that. Thank you. I'll never forget.
Ever forgive them.
I will never forgive you. Also, let's get a big thank you to QueueTimes.
Yeah.
Thank you to Jake and TS Quint and everyone for the back end of things, making sure that we have a place to be hosted to continue doing things while we are attempting this remote mini series at the time. In fact, I don't know if the rest of you heard, but California did just extend the deadline of the quarantine for another 3 months.
I did hear that.
Yeah, so for the foreseeable future, we will be remote.
Oh, it's fine.
So-
Louisiana has a phase 1 open this Friday. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Whoa, please be careful.
To be fair, California did phase open some stuff last Friday. So,
Okay.
yeah, there's a lot of people. Whatever. I don't feel good
Everyone
about
be
it.
safe.
But let's now go into the sweet bliss of not thinking about that for about 2.5 hours. Big thank you forward as well to everyone watching, to my cast, and I want to thank the artists who have made art for us in the past, like Tanameto for doing the overlay and for doing a bunch of our promotional images, and also like all of our ARC posters and stuff. And then I want to thank Shannon for our ARC 3 poster from before, and you can find Shannon's work on Instagram at Shanyon Canyon, ShanYonCanyon. So thank you.
Canyon.
Yep. So thank you so much to you and everybody who's been reaching out to us on Twitter, Matthew and the other people.
All of you.
Matthew's just like very, very involved.
Very active.
So it's the first one that comes to my mind. And again, like just share this with people. I think that's all I want to say up top, except for there's also a tip jar. So !coin. And that's a way that you can donate money directly to the casts and the people that you want to support. It's very actionable, very, very straightforward. !coin in the Twitch chat, and you can send money our way. And we would really appreciate it if you had the means. Otherwise, don't worry about it. And the last thing, this show is about 99.98% improvised. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be saying. I don't know exactly what my players are going to be saying. So some things can come up that might make you uncomfortable. And we're not going out of our way to make you uncomfortable or to bring up things that you might find triggering. In fact, we do the opposite. We're not trying to be edgy or anything. We're trying to be as accessible as we possibly can with the content that comes up in the show. But sometimes something that you personally might find to be uncomfortable or triggering isn't necessarily like fully like offensive and like a horrible thing to bring up. Like if we're talking about, I mean, in this episode, I'm just gonna flat out say this: we're probably going to be dealing with like the potential of drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you really, I mean, like I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to be like describe like exactly how that happens. But if that's something that freaks you out or makes you uncomfortable, then just be careful. Be safe with yourself. Your mental health is the most important thing. We are a show. We will be here. If you want to continue watching, just reach out to us and be like, hey, I couldn't really watch this episode because of these things. Can you fill me in on like, some things without that information? Like, just let me know kind of what happened so I can like catch back up and like watch along. I would be happy to do that. You can reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram @HandleStream or my personal Instagram and Twitter @KWilliamWhite. And I'll get all that information to you so you can keep watching if you want to. Cool. All right. Well, with all that said, I'm William, they, them, and I'm the GM for Hijinks and Dungeon World.
Hello, I am Jonas, they, them, and I play the Salamander Immolator Bowser, he, him, on Hijinks and Dungeon World.
Hi, I am Spencer LaBelle, they, them. I'll be playing Danail, the Eladrin Thief, he, him.
Hi, I'm Sam Richardson, he, him, and I am playing Ladislas the Druid, who is currently using she, her pronouns, but may switch at some point during this episode.
Hi.
Luna wants to get in on this stream.
Could you?
Luna. God, I miss cats.
I'll introduce her.
Yeah.
She's so fluffy.
Yeah. Franny, how about you go right now?
Okay. Well, first of all, this is Luna. She, her. She's the fluffiest marshmallow pillow cloud. She's my constant joy. I'm Franny. She, her, playing Brenner. They, them. The human paladin.
And I am Chris Taniguchi. I'm going to be playing Din Din. I'm he, him. Din Din is also he, him. He is the Pelican Daddy fighter of the group. Every group has one.
Yeah.
That was my favorite
classic
dating
archetype.
sim game, Pelican Daddy.
The quintessential Pelican Daddy.
I really like the spin-off Pelican Daddy Fighter. I was much more into the fighting game than the dating game, honestly. I have to say.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next game that they release, which is a fighting dating sim.
It's like The Bachelor meets Mortal Kombat.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Well, last things here. What happened last time on Hijinks and Dungeon World?
Dungeon World.
Dungeon World.
This world has been thrown into chaos by an apocalyptic event that opened a gate in the sky that is bringing about the end of the world.
Oh no.
That is, I said that surprisingly succinct. I was like, okay. So our heroes are on a journey to try and stop that from happening. Previously they had escaped a dragon, ran into a wizard, asked the wizard for help, and the wizard gave them the information they needed, but wanted to peace out because everything seemed really dangerous. They ran away, and most recently they're trying to walk towards the city of Wei. which is the western city on their continent. And on their way there, they encountered this very wide, very extremely huge river that they couldn't necessarily get across. While they were doing that, they found out that the river would widen as people like stepped into it, as like living creatures or whatever would like make their way into the river. It would widen further and further. So they got out of the river and they were walking across trying to find a way to get across it. And they ran into some soldiers and a knight that Ladislas had seen when she was up in the sky, being a bird of some sort, and saw them cross the river on this large like bridge dam thing that had risen up and then like fell back below the waves of this river, this crashing, raging river. They all went and had a discussion with these soldiers and the knight about what they were doing out there to calm those soldiers. Dowser used a move that I can't remember the name of.
Oh, the name of the move that Dowser used is, I believe you're talking about his Firebrand?
Firebrand, I think. Yeah, basically just implanted, like inceptioned an idea into one of the soldiers' heads that,
move.
that they were chill and everything was going to be okay. That seemed to be going really well, but then, oh no, an arrow from the woods nearby went through the neck of the soldier in front of them that they were talking to, and they were in the middle of an ambush. They were all trying to get around that, and it fell into chaos fairly quickly. Brenner hiding, Ladislas flying up into the air, turning into a rock, and Kirbying down, crushing some bandits, and then basically being a rock golem, like knocking people around. The knight from the Knight of Way, the Lion of Way, was rushing into the scene, chopping down branches and dropping bandits left and right, while Din and Dowser were also in on the fight. Dowser causing a forest fire, essentially at some point, and then eventually Danail and Brenner weaving around the back of all of the chaos to attack from behind when a bandit, basically seemingly the leader of the bandits, set forward, pulling out two like rusty old daggers and started to fight everyone else a lot more skillfully than the rest of the bandits were, almost seeming like they were going to be putting our heroes into a tough spot. But with them alone, facing like all five of our heroes here, plus the knight, they ended up getting talked down by Dowser.
Firebrand again.
It
was their idea. It was all Josh's idea.
Yeah. And they, from there, they were negotiating who was going to get to basically imprison this bandit. Danail was arguing that it was in his jurisdiction because it was still technically part of Sindral, because they hadn't crossed the river yet. But the knight wanted to take the bandit to Way to charge them with something because the bandit had killed all of that knight's men. But moving forward, they basically said, like, I don't think a consensus was reached, but the way that it was presented was the only way that they would get across the river, that the knight would show them how to get across the river, was if they brought the bandit to Way. The last thing we saw was Ladislas going off to talk to the knight, and then the knight immediately pushing Ladislas back into the woods, running in horror as the river had been consuming the dead men on the beach and widening further and further, now raging towards them and reaching the edge of the woods, which inevitably it would then allow it to start picking up smaller creatures or other animals in the woods, widening it further and further and further, seemingly to no end. So, Ladislas, can you defy danger for me? There's some
yes,
waves
that
are crashing right for you. You and this knight.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to defy danger. I mean, how close are these waves? Are they like imminent, or are they just coming my way?
Imminent.
Okay, then I'm just going to defy danger Constitution to brace myself against them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That is a 9 plus 1. That is a 10.
Okay, cool. I suppose I should roll for this night or something, or whatever.
I can roll. I could roll for the night.
Okay. Hold on. Ooh. All right. Cool. Yeah. So you brace against the waves as they're crashing forward. It's the waves, I would say, are like only coming up to your knees right now anyway. Because the river is widening, but it's not like getting much higher.
Right. Yeah.
Not yet, at least. But it's widening, and it's like you brace yourself, and it crashes against your legs, and you are able to remain stable. That said, like the knight that was right next to you, she immediately gets like struck by this wave, and it topples her over and starts to bring her like through the woods away from all of you immediately.
Is there a chance before she gets carried away that I could give aid and try to Let's give aid.
Yeah, you can give aid. That is something you could do. It would require another roll from her, but as of right now, I mean, even if you aided the roll that I just did, it wouldn't help.
Okay. In that case, so I think what I did in order to brace myself against this, I sort of saw this wave coming, and I just immediately put my back to a tree, so that like in the direction the waves were coming, so that the waves were just pushing me flat against the tree.
Sure.
Now, William, if you will let me, I would like to spout lore because I have an idea about what might be happening with this river.
Oh, okay.
I know that's not technically the way spout lore works, but can I try that?
I feel like that is how spout lore works.
Is it? Is it just that I say?
When you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, roll plus intelligence. On a 10 plus, the GM will give you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. So, like, if you're looking for something specific, if there is something specific to give, I could be like, it's reasonable that you would have read about that somewhere or like whatever, because you've traveled a lot. So
cool. So I'm gonna try that. My intelligence is not particularly high, but I'm gonna.
Okay, then you're doing that just so everyone else knows. So you just witnessed not like 15 feet away from you. This knight get like swept away by her legs, getting like pretty much clipped out from underneath her. And these waves are like of this river, not very high, but they are rushing towards you. And
she's being like pushed towards us?
No, she's being taken away from you.
Okay.
Not away from you, not like in the opposite direction. She is now being taken like perpendicular to you.
Okay.
Instead of because the way that you are facing, like if you turn around, you yourselves are now like facing perpendicular to the river. And she's being swept away by the river, basically. What you got?
Not real good. That is a 5 total.
5 total.
Yeah.
5 total. Okay.
I hate
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. A 5 total. I do. What do you want to take over or?
So here's what I think Lass is kind of thinking in this moment, because so what we've seen so far from this river is that when it interacts with somebody, it widens outward, right? But we've also established sort of in this world that mass is kind of is still essentially conserved depending on the magic. Yeah. So what my theory about this river is that it was magically contained to a deep trench where this river would be. And the magic is undone by someone touching it, in which the river comes out of that trench and begins to fill its natural floodplain. So it's sort of contained almost like when...
Like a magic jar to prevent
Yeah, kind
flooding.
of. Yeah. When someone contains a river, like in order to protect crop fields or something like that. Like that. I think that's Lass's theory.
Oh shit! Magical architecture. You gotta support that infrastructure. This is the reality of a society in which magical effects are capable. Oh.
Okay, then if that's Lass's theory and you fail your spout lore.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're gonna.
It's a pretty good theory, though.
If this feels in character for her right now, it doesn't have to be, but I will say, you're like correct.
Okay.
So with this failure, Lass pretty much just has to have some real like a bout of like imposter syndrome or something. She has to be like, she has to be right on the money and then be like, but it could never be that.
Okay. So am I close to Danail? Close-ish to Danail?
Yeah, they're only like 12 feet away from you. Yeah.
Okay,
and the river's like going towards them as well.
So Spencer, play with me in this moment. Lass yells, I think it's a trench. I think it's a trench that the water is spreading out from.
It's a river.
No, but I think it's a trench.
A trench is just like an empty bit of space, like you'd make a trench with a shovel.
And
That's
I
a
think
river.
in this moment, like Lass is kind of so used to playing, to sort of deferring to Danail that she's just kind of like, yeah, no, you're right.
Can Brenner call out, trust your gut?
No, I trust Danail.
Yes.
Danail has the best gut of the family. We know this.
And now everyone else defy danger.
I'm tying myself to a tree.
Oh, cool! I love it.
Sick.
All right.
With
all
what?
right.
What's our modification?
It depends on what you're gonna do, because so like Ladislas, she used Constitution to like brace and like brace against a tree and just like let the river like crash into her. You could do Strength to like grab onto a tree. I would say like Dexterity for like tying yourself to a tree, probably.
Yeah, we did that before.
Din Din rolled 8 to grab onto the rope that Danail put down.
You rolled
Cool.
8.
Yeah.
I also got an 8.
Oh, well, I love that. Okay. Oh, and Brenner, what are we sitting on over here?
I mean, I guess to try and hold on, or like, I got a 5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for the bandit as well. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Dowser.
I'm gonna roll Constitution to like kind of take the hit and then like brace myself and figure out where to go next.
Sure.
And that is 10.
10. Okay, cool. So Dowser, you succeeded, and Din Din and Danail, you mixed success on Defy Danger. That ends up being like relatively a failure.
I feel like if I tied a knot, it would be very loose.
Well, yeah, you tied a knot so fast it's like very loose, and it could have definitely. You know what, Danail? It absolutely could have supported you, but then your father grabbed it, and it like pulled loose, and the both of you get knocked into the river as it starts dragging you away.
-1.
When you do that, all of you also would notice that like Brenner is currently nowhere to be found. Brenner.
Oh no.
Brenner, you have been rushed completely below the waves of this river, and you are going to be struggling. You will take a -1 to the next time that you alone are trying to get yourself out of this river. But other people can help you out of it. So don't know. But if you alone are trying to get yourself out of it, you will have a -1. And the last thing you all see, if you can in fact see this as you're being washed away, that bandit just like sits and like takes the brunt of the and is just like chilling, just like unfazed, just standing there.
Bye guys. All
Yeah,
right, later.
pretty
Nice
much.
meeting you.
Dowster was prepared to do like kind of a similar thing. Like he wanted to kind of just like brace it, and he does for a second. But when he sees Brenner being swept away, I want to kind of like transfer that control of myself within the water to start going after them so I can ultimately help them.
Yeah. I think you can start like moving. You have to be careful because if you like move too fast in one direction,
I can't swim in this.
Yeah, your feet are going to be like picked up below you. But
Yeah.
yes, absolutely, because you got a 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a 10. You can you're not swept away, and you can start moving in the direction of where Brenner, where you think that Brenner might be, because Brenner is like below the surface of the water. Like,
You know what's funny?
Yeah, what's
the
up?
fact that this is probably up to like Dowser's like neck or chin, while it's like
Oh,
knee
yeah.
height for the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of us.
literally like it's funny because he's still wearing the helmet and the wizard's wig, including the beard. So like beard and hair are like spread out all around him like tentacles, as just like kind of the top of this axe-shaped helmet is sticking out of the water.
It's like you know when a gator is like in log mode and it's just like eyes and nostrils.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, the ones I would say, let's start with the people who are standing. That would be Dowser,
and the bandit
and Ladislas, right?
Ladislas, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's start with Dowser now.
Cool.
So you're heading towards Brenner. That's where you were going.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a discern realities, maybe. Well, maybe we'll just do straight wisdom because you can't see Brenner, but I want you to like. Basically,
I like defy danger wisdom to try to locate Brenner amidst the chaos.
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 7 plus wisdom 8.
8. Okay. Yeah. I think when right in front of you, you're starting to like move in a direction, and what I will give you, Dowser, is you might have to like push yourself just out into the current a little bit in order to like really scope out where Brenner is. If you were to do that, you risk getting whisked away by the waves, but you might be able to find Brenner. That's generally like where you're at right now.
I want to, as I'm starting to move, I want to call out, Josh.
Yeah. What up?
Listen. Dowser knows it is a hard time to ask for favors, but if you could help him save his family, we would all be very much grateful. Please, they're being swept this way.
Dowser, now is the perfect time to ask for favors.
Dowser's frightened by the way you said that.
And yeah, this bandit starts like moving through the water towards where your family is like being whisked away and is helping out. Generally he's going to be helping you. So the next as you're doing stuff, you can take a +1
Sweet
to what you're doing. Ladislas, what are you up?
So I saw the direction that Knight is getting swept away, and it's the direction of the flow of the river, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shift into river.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to try to flow in the direction of the river's flow already to try to catch up to the Knight.
I've been waiting for this. Yeah. I've been wanting this.
That is a 5 plus 2. So on a 7 and 9, I hold 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah. you turn.
God, that's still so good.
You turn into water.
So, I think I just like dissolve into water, and then I'm just like gone. Like there's just no sign of me. I've just got
this is like Danail's worst nightmare.
Is there any chance that as I'm flowing in the direction of this Knight, does that take me past Brenner?
It takes you past Danail and Dindin. You also still do not see Brenner.
But even like as I'm flowing past, I don't see them?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Then I am going to use one of my hold to go with the flow and catch up with the Knight.
Great. Yeah, you come like right up onto the Knight as the Knight is still like grasping for like branches and like bushes and twigs and stuff as roots as this river is whisking her away, and she still is like, it grabs one thing and it just like tears and she cannot get a grip on stuff. She's also like weighed down pretty heavily by her like full bodied armor. So
okay,
she's having
Is it possible that I can get far enough behind, like in the direction that she's being pushed, that I could shapeshift again?
Into what?
I'm gonna turn into a tree or a big rock that she could climb up on top of.
Oh yeah. You want to get down in like front of her and like stop her momentum? Absolutely. Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
So
do it instead of in front of her, like right underneath her. So it's like just a tree growing out underneath. Lift her right out.
Sure, that works too. That's a good idea, actually. Okay, I'm gonna get down underneath her, then just kind of like flow in the lower sections of the river, or in this flood, and then I'm going to just waste my last hold, and I'm gonna roll again for shapeshift. That is a 7 plus 2.
Yeah, so that's a 9, so you get another. Let me see. Did we determine like shapeshifting from one shapeshifted thing into another would be like
I think
something like-
I think you mentioned last time when I tried to do it that it was defy danger to see if I could do it quickly enough.
Sure.
Which I think also makes sense here if you'd like.
Yeah, I kind of would like that. Because you
Okay.
are like it is a very difficult maneuver I think you're trying to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
do you want me to take that roll as my shapeshift and then this next roll as my defy danger?
Yeah. Take that
Okay.
as your shapeshift and like let's roll for defy danger on this.
Okay, then I am going to try. How about this? I'm going to try to use wisdom to know where she's going to be, so that I can, when I rise out of the water, that I will be right there.
Yeah, sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, like, yes. That feels more like an intelligence thing to me, though.
No, because I'll give you the difference. I think it would be intelligence if I were trying to predict it. But what I'm doing is listening to the river. I'm listening to like the flow of this river that I'm a part of.
Oh, so you're like channeling your own being.
Yeah. And I can spend my last hold as river.
Yeah,
if you
no,
want
I'm
me
into
to
that.
do that.
Yeah, that makes
Cool.
sense to me. Sure,
Okay,
let's do it.
So I'm going to roll that. That is a... Oh, no. That is a 4 plus 2.
Ooh.
6. So on a... I guess this was for my defy danger, huh?
Danger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do shapeshift, but what
Into a big tree.
happens?
Yeah. Yeah. So you shapeshift. You miscalculated here a little bit. You shapeshift into your tree.
Okay.
But it's like a moment too late, so she doesn't have time to grab you. And in fact, actually, she runs right into you.
Okay.
And you see her go limp and continue to get carried away by the river.
Shit.
Brenner, you are underneath the waves and everything. Would you want to try to get up and out here, or do you want to like just take a moment and see if someone will help you out?
Just remind me, William, this river is only 3-4 feet deep.
Yeah, but it's going very fast. It's like a raging river. You are just being swept away. So like even if you could like regain, like you can grab onto stuff and like, but it's like pulling you under. It's like how you can like drown in like a foot of water or whatever.
Sure.
Like that kind of idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Brenner, is just gonna. It's almost automatic takeover of instincts, where I think Brenner's just going to try and do everything they can to grab onto something to stop them from moving, and at least try and get their head up above the water.
Cool. Yeah, let's get a defy danger then. Yeah. Could be Dex.
Man. It's like a 6. Yeah.
It is a 6.
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. You.
Brenner.
So Brenner. You feel. You're gasping and you get pulled back underneath the water, and then you feel a really tight like strike against your head, and then you go black. Dowser. Wait. Going to Danail and Din. You're both holding on.
Danail and Dowser. I never really made the connection.
Yeah, you're both holding on to some rope. Oh, I said +1 earlier. It should be advantage. By the way.
Okay, cool.
When you're doing stuff with the bandit, it can be advantage. Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, Din and Danail, you two are holding onto a rope together and being whisked away by a river. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I want to use a move here. It's called Ben Bar's Lift Gates.
Yeah.
And it can add some like modifiers if I roll high enough. But I'm gonna try to get ahead of Brenner, and then I'm trying to reach below water for like a root to like bend it up and catch my child.
I'm sorry, Dindin. You will have to defy danger to locate Brenner, because Brenner is like
lost.
Just lost. You do not know where Brenner is.
Okay.
That's what Dowser was trying to.
And I got like an idea where they are, right?
Yeah. You felt like you could go in a direction, but if you did, it would put you in extreme danger.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
You might get with yourself. That was the.
I might do that. So that would be like intelligence or wisdom or something.
Intelligence or wisdom, I would take. Yeah.
Okay.
Defy danger, intelligence or wisdom. Those are your two best stats, right?
Wisdom's not bad. I got a 7 for finding my child.
A 7 for finding your child. Yeah, I'm basically it's like I will tell you outright, like you see you catch like a glimpse of like of a little bit of like red like flowing to the surface of the water out in front of you.
Okay.
And you might think that is that could be Brenner. It might alarm you, but if you are heading that direction, the waves are like the pull of the river is like massive there. So you again would be putting yourself in like really extreme danger to go over and try to help out there.
I tie the rope around me, and hopefully Danielle is holding onto the other end, but I'm diving further in that way.
Okay, then I want to get one more defy danger roll from you then.
Mm-hmm.
What was your bend bars thing?
I can't use it yet until I'm using a strength roll.
Oh, okay.
But it allows me to like the attribute I'd add is it doesn't take a long time, so I could do it like pretty instantaneously.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. That is another 7.
Another 7. Okay. Yeah. Danae, you feel as the rope that you're holding onto gets tugged away as your father dives into the river and begins less than gracefully being like also whisked away and pulled underneath the river. What would you like to do?
So right now, the flow of the water is pushing away from where the river originated, correct?
Sort of.
Like it's surging outward.
It's surging out. It's like going it's like diagonal. It's still kind of going with the current of the river, but it is like pushing out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Daniel is turning over Loss's words over and over in his mind. It's a trench. It's a trench. It's a trench. Which, if that has significance, would be located at the base of the river. So what I would like to do is I want to try and kick underneath the water and see if I can find like a rip current to pull me back to the deeper part of the river. And I think I'm doing something rather risky here. Which I think might be a thing. Can I just kick off and try to swim to the base of the river? Or you need a roll from me.
Kick off and swim to the base of the river. You're coming from a dangerous situation already. If you were stable, you could probably just go do it, but let's get a roll. Let's defy danger for that.
All right. I feel like this would be an intelligence roll to be like, hang on, I understand hydrodynamics.
That's cool with me. It could be intelligence, it could be strength.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be 11.
Oh, 11. Yeah, absolutely. Tell me how this goes.
So knowing the inherent flow of hydrodynamics, a word that I, Spencer, totally know all about, I presume, okay, cool, there's going to be an upper level current, the way it's wrapping around the trees. So I kick off at about, I try to get my footing under the water. I scrabble down and kick off at an angle. So I hit just low enough that I start getting pulled to the bottom of the river. And I'm trying to swim. And Danae is trying to get to the this purported trench on a hunch.
Cool. Then let's go back to Dowser.
Josh, please take Dowser's hand and just walk with him. Walk with me. You're very strong. You are as strong as you look, yes?
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I think I'm something, I'm pretty strong, I guess.
Yeah, he's strong. Do you know this river well, Josh?
No, I don't know I don't know the river really well, I suppose.
Do you don't know how to make this stop? How to get across it? You don't know the secrets?
No, I've never been able to get across it myself.
That is okay, Josh. Because you are not yourself anymore. You are not alone. You are with us. But we need all of us, okay? Dowser's going to drop under for a second to look for Brenner. Just hold on to him, okay? Hold on to me. Hold on to Dowser.
All right.
And Dowser is going to, with him holding on to me so I don't get sucked away, I want to like dip underneath and look out for Brenner.
Cool.
Through the mad dashing water, rolling with advantage. Yeah, that is 10, and I mean, it's a 10 or an 11 if it's intelligence or wisdom.
Cool.
So what would this be? Am I doing the discern realities? Or my defy danger wisdom?
Well, that was defy danger. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you scope out. I mean, you can see everyone now. Like you put your head below water, and you catch Din, who is also like kind of being whisked away by the river in the same direction as Brenner. You see Brenner, who is like bleeding from their head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's like blood from the head. Like it's a lot. There's just take it from me.
Heads bleed.
Heads bleed. So it probably not like super. It doesn't seem like there's a ton of blood, so it doesn't.
Any blood's a bad sign, though.
Yeah. But you see that, and then you can see. You can also see the knight, who is a ways away as well, just like limp and like just being whisked away. And you see Danae swimming back toward the river where it started.
And other than Danae, that was all in order of distance from me, right? It was
yes.
Dad, Brenner, Knight. Okay.
Yes, Dad, Brenner, Knight.
Cool. And Ladislas, I see a big tree that I probably assume is Ladislas. Well, actually, no, there's a lot of trees.
There's a lot of trees.
So maybe not. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I will say. Okay, that's one thing. You don't see Ladislas.
See Ladislas. Yep. Okay. I come back up, and Josh kind of pulls me out. Okay. Dowser sees a lot. It is not good. We have to go fast, okay? My dad is going to be closer, but we need to get to Brenner quickly. So let us make the way for my dad, the one with the pelican head.
Yeah, the one who likes to fight.
Yes, he loves to fight.
Cool.
My dad could beat you up, you know.
All right, whatever.
And yeah, we start continuing on, pushing through the current.
Then let's. I'm with the success of your being able to find them and everything. I'm gonna and with the help of the bandit, like Josh. you can get forward. Yeah, with the help of Josh. You can get to Din.
Cool. I want Dad. Here, grab Dowser. He's very helpful and very strong.
I grab on.
I want to just try to like pull Din up and like get him kind of like stabilized a little bit so he can kind of keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, and I mean again, like you and Josh together can be essentially just like be grabbing Din. Like that's fine.
Does Din still have like a rope around him?
Yeah.
Dada, can we share the rope so we do not get lost from each other?
Yup.
Basically, just like maybe like tie a couple of knots between places, but it's like when the preschool is going on a big old trip to the park nearby, and you're all walking, so you have a long like jump rope or something, and everyone holds on to it, so you stay together. We're building that here.
That's the cutest.
Perfect.
I'll just also quickly interject. Danae would not have let go of the rope when he kicked off, but he would have let some extra slack out.
Sure.
Gotcha.
So you're still,
Cool.
Still got the rope too.
We got a triangle going on. Is that what you're saying?
What's the next move here? What you're going for Brenner?
Keep going for Brenner, yeah.
Okay. Brenner. You had like blacked out. You start blinking your eyes back open, expecting to like for it to be foggy and like you're seeing rushing water, but you're not. you are in your room, back at your home, and you're just like sitting at your desk.
Well, I guess I look around, thinking I must be dreaming, or maybe I died.
Yeah, you when you look around the room in your bed, there's just someone sitting crisscross applesauce, just like on top of like your bed is made like relatively neatly, and it's just there, and you see someone just like sitting there.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Okay. Hi. Brenner, right? It's Brenner. Okay. All right, Brenner. Hi. It's so nice for you to meet me. I feel like I've met you like so many times, but okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Can you turn back around? I want to try this again.
Sure. Brenner turns back around.
Right,
okay, tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Hold on. I don't want to be smiling when you first see me, so hold on. Wait. Just
Okay.
hold on.
Should I not be smiling?
You can smile. I mean, if you don't smile, and then when you see me, when you turn around, you see me, then you can smile, but like sort of cautiously. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? You're
I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Brenner turns around, full on smiling because they can't help it.
And
Okay, sorry. So wait. I'll do it again. Can I try it again?
Yeah,
No, I'll try it again. Brenner turns back around. Okay.
You like full on smiling, like immediately like makes her break, and like she's like, okay, all right, okay.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, I kind of have the giggles now, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Well, now you're gonna give them to me. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Well, hey, wait. Sorry if this breaks the mood, but if this helps with not giggling, I might be in some trouble, and I might be hurt right now, so that's kind of serious. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, turn around.
I'm sorry, that just made me. This is horrible. That's horrible. Very morbid, but
You're a nervous laughter person.
Okay. All right. Well, hi. I think we're just gonna have to go with what's going on. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's me.
Hi.
It's me. It's God.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's accurate.
Yeah, my name is Ipsana. I've been waiting for you for a while.
You're my God.
I am your God. Yeah. Well,
Are you other people?
I know there's more, but I'm God. You know what I mean?
But am I special to you?
Oh yeah, you're like the only person that I'm allowed to be a deity for right now.
Okay, so you are my God. Like you've been assigned to me.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. All right. Can you come over to the bed? Like talking across the room like this is kind of freaking me out. Like,
yeah. Sorry, I forgot I could move. I feel very stiff, Brenner.
oh, not only can you move right now, but you can also float.
Okay, let me try.
You can't.
I can't.
Oh,
Here.
can you? Oh no, that's just me. I'm sorry.
What? Floating?
Yeah, I can float. I guess you can't. Well, my bad. Sorry, didn't mean to.
Brenner sits down on the bed, kind of flops down.
Okay. So Brenner, I'm okay. Again, Ipsana. That's me. I'm your God.
Ipsy? Can I call you Ipsy?
Yeah, please. Yes. No one's ever called me Ipsy before. Although nobody's.
It's like a whoopsie, but like an Ipsy.
Oh, how endearing you've just made me. Wow, like a whoopsie. Yeah, that's a good way to describe why I'm talking to you right now. So I was supposed to, I'm supposed to be helping you out to make sure that you don't die. Right. But there's like, so I saw the rock coming. I did. I swear I saw the rock coming.
But you made an Ipsy. It's okay.
I was going to do something. But like, I promise, this is not me. I'm all powerful. I'm a god. I'm your god. I could stop it if I wanted to, and I did want to. But the last minute, there was just like something blocking, like my godly energy. You know how your godly energy can just be blocked.
Well, no, because I'm not a god, so.
Oh, right. Of course. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like not used to talking to mortals. This is wild. This is like a big day for me.
How long have you been a god?
Ooh, how long have I been a god? How long have I been? I mean, like, what is time to you though? Because like, I don't even know what.
So, because I'm your first. Am I your first?
Ow! I mean, I don't know. Would that make you feel worse or better?
I'm pretty neutral about it.
Okay, then yes, you are the first person that I have ever been allowed to be a god for. I'm very new to this. Is that okay?
I'm very forgiving.
Oh well, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, like, yes, I know Brenner. I know you're very forgiving.
Absolutely. So I think we both got lucky with each other.
Yes. I wouldn't want to be anybody else's first god, and I wouldn't want another mortal to be my first mortal. Whatever. And by the way, you super don't have to worship me or anything. Just so you know, like there doesn't have to be like a worshipy aspect of it. You don't need to be like sitting down for dinner with your family and then go like, oh, hold on, everyone, I need to pray to God. Like, don't worry about that so much.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna help you out, but I just wanted to talk to you because some stuff's been weird inside your head. It's been kind of hard to contact you, and to also be fair, this is very recent. So like I haven't been trying to get a hold of you long. But no big deal at all. So don't like get too stressed about it or worried or anything. But there's like something inside of you that's like stopping me.
Are we talking like a parasite or like an evil demon, or because I have been feeling kind of weird.
Parasite.
I haven't been feeling like myself.
Yeah.
I think my family has noticed, but they're too polite to bring it up.
Okay. Well then I will be that harsh friend that you need right now. All right? I can be that for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not yourself, and it's because there's a demon in you. It's not like I think it's a demon. It's hard to navigate because you're like your paladin, like your holy energy, which is great and is like a direct.
Maybe this is a first time demon because they're not very strong yet.
Yeah, they don't seem to be doing a whole lot. They just seem to be like, oh hey, Ipsana, no thank you. Like it's like we've got a connection, and it's like taking some scissors and cutting it off, you know?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Well, I think your family's about to save you, so we're good. We're gonna have to wrap this up. Do you have any questions for me or anything? Don't make them too existential. I don't want to like explode your brain, you know?
Well, so am I drowning right now?
Yes. Okay, bye. And then you feel like you're like something like has passed through you, and like you're back out again. Dowser, can I get a defy danger roll to grab Brenner?
Yes.
And roll with advantage.
Am I drowning? Yeah, you should stop that. Have you considered not drowning?
You're kidding me, William.
Oh no.
0 point.
No, wow.
I rolled with advantage and I rolled 3 1s.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is how one of us dies.
All right, Dowser. Now you're gonna talk to your god.
We're all gonna talk to our gods.
Wow.
Tonight.
Well, how do you? So Dindin and Dindin, I'm gonna give you a chance to defy danger.
Hell yeah.
As well, but you're not gonna be rolling with advantage.
Okay. I rolled a fucking 12.
Okay.
All right.
Then Dowser, I want you to tell me how you royally fuck this up, and then Dindin, I want you to tell me how you save the day.
Okay. So I think Dowser being the one going for Brenner. The way that we're kind of like navigating the rope is Dowser's been in front, then Dindin, then Josh. So it's like in scaling size. So that if Dowser goes, Dindin can grab Dowser. If Dindin goes, then Josh can grab Dindin. So Dowser like gets there, gets set up, knows that the current is much stronger than he is, and like starts to kind of squat down and lean forward, but leans forward before he's done squatting too much to where he starts doing like a somersault into the water. He does catch himself for a moment, does a momentary handstand, and then starts flipping in place, and he's about to be taken away in the current. Thankfully, he has a father.
Yes, and said father. So while Dowser is kind of like mid-air doing like a somersault, about to just like cannonball into raging waters, a moment of just acting under pressure, Dinton swings the rope and kind of changes Dowser's trajectory to wrap around Brenner to kind of like get my children in one fell swoop, kind of.
We're like wrapped up together, like we're as if to be kidnapped, but it's actually a helpful thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my saving move.
Yeah, and you pull on the rope and pull them back out of the river, where the water is still like crashing by your knees, like hitting you from behind like your legs, but you're doing okay. And also Josh is like holding on to you to stabilize you and has like grabbed onto a nearby tree, which just happens to be Ladislas.
Because I have a thing that I was gonna do.
Cool.
I did not anticipate everyone being wrapped around me.
No one's wrapped around you. It's just Josh is holding on to you.
I didn't anticipate anyone interacting with me whatsoever. So my plan was sort of just to turn back into myself and have Srogi pick me up and go after the knight.
Sure. Yeah,
so I think that's just what I'm gonna do. Because I don't think I think I'm doing this like simultaneously as Josh is like reaching to grab me. I just dropped my dice on the floor. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn. Actually, I don't need to roll. So here's the idea. I want to turn back into myself. Have Srogi grab me and pick me up from the river. And then as he I want him to like pull me out of the water as I turn into a bird. Into a Srogi.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that seems doable.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just I waste my hold as a tree to just turn back into myself in that moment. And then I just whistle, and Srogi is like coming down from the heavens as I see like Josh like grabbing onto me. And now I'm gonna roll to shapeshift again.
Cool.
2 6s.
Oh, nice.
2 6s plus 2. That's a 14.
Yeah, that's a good roll. Yeah, you turn into a bird.
I am Srogi. And here's... Let's see. Okay, so I just immediately turn into a bird. Josh is left without a handhold. Does he seem stable?
He's like waffling a little bit, but he's okay.
Okay, I think I like do one circle just to make sure that he's all right. And that everyone's like, my family's like not getting pulled away.
He's good, and Dindin is like pretty stable as well. So like they're both doing okay.
Cool. Then I want to head after the knight. I want to use one of my hold to move fast as an arrow. To get to the knight. It's with Srogi following right behind.
You absolutely get there. Yeah.
And I want to use a second hold to grab her out of the water with Srogi's help.
Okay, yeah, you can do that too.
Cool. then we are just jointly carrying her, sort of like I'm picturing kind of by the biceps,
Sure.
just like jointly like floating her up into above the trees, maybe to a point where she can grab. Is she still unconscious?
Yeah, she's still unconscious.
Okay, then just flying her upward.
Brenner and Dowser, but like Brenner, as you get pulled out of the water by your father, you gasp and come to. Just so you know. So you are now coughing and out of the water. Is there anything you would like to do?
I really just get my wits about me mostly.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like you're pretty much being like reeled in, and like now you're all like huddling like as a family.
I want to I know that Brennan and I are like tied very close together. I want to just like free an arm to just like pat them on the back and like move their hair out of their face a little bit, help them kind of see the world a little bit and clear their lungs.
It helps.
Brennan, okay, good. Dowser couldn't remember if people could move after they had died. You're not dead. You're okay.
I'm not dead.
Good.
Can I get out of the water?
Dowser looks around. Can we get out of the water?
The river is like so far into the woods now that like you could
we go up.
You could go up. Yes.
Do you feel like climbing?
Sure.
Okay. And yeah, we can. Dad, can we go up?
Why not?
Okay. Dowser's gonna climb then.
Yeah, you can all climb.
Dowser's confident in climbing.
You don't have to roll.
Dowser doesn't have to roll.
You're all stable with
Cool.
with Din and with Josh here. You can all climb up into a tree. So you all four of you start climbing up into a tree. Danail, you have swum.
Yeah.
You've swam.
Swammed.
You've swam. You are off toward the river itself.
Yeah. So what the conclusion that Danail has arrived to is remembering the way Lost got super excited over the notion of the trench, and it triggers a memory of Danail. How Ladislas was the first time Ladislas mentioned, "Oh, I heard about this river, and it's like this trench that's like a containment, and there's like a spell keeping it contained and stuff like that." And just the way that Ladislas was so excited and eager about it, and this was years ago, but it just kind of comes back to Danail. So what Danail is trying to do is, if perhaps I can get to the base of the trench, I can dispel the surge magical effect, and I could stop that, and maybe we can get out of the water.
Cool. Yeah, I'm into that.
I love that Lass was like, "Hey, it's this thing," and Danail was like, "No, it's not that thing." And then Danail was like, "Yeah, actually, maybe it is that.
Maybe it is that thing."
I was like, hang on, wait a second.
Let's defy danger to get to where you're wanting to go.
This is going to be, I feel, Constitution to hold one's breath.
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Are you trying to get to the bottom of the trench?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is a course of action that is risky for me, knowing my stats. Oh, and that's going to be an 11.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, yeah. You come up to the surface of the river for your last gasp of air here, and like you suck in as much as you can, and you like point directly downward, swimming like down against current, like down to the bottom of this trench, and it ends up being like a much like deeper river than you expected it to be. If you had taken in any less of a breath, you would absolutely be concerned that you would reach the bottom of the river, but you would not have gotten back up. So you get down to the bottom of this river, and you see it is not just like sand at the bottom of the river. It's actually like a cemented like stone base goes along almost like a big like road that seems to go the length of the river down below.
Cool. I'm going to cast a spell. The last time I tried to cast a spell, I slightly disturbed the fabric of reality, so I'm currently still feeling a little bit of that. It's kind of like a magic burning sensation, it's a bit of an arcane seer, but I am -1 ongoing until my next long rest to cast magic. That said, I'm going to put my hand right against the edge of this concrete, right where the border is, and I'm going to focus really hard on the words Nihil Arcana Sunder. I'm going to repeat it a few times in my head, and I'm releasing my last breath to actually say it under the water. And I rolled 2 2s.
Oh, no.
Plus my 2 is 6, minus my 1 is 5. Just to read you the description of Dispel Magic, just so we have that, choose a spell or magic effect in your presence. The Surge effect. This spell rips it apart. Lesser spells are ended. Powerful magic is just reduced or dampened so long as I am nearby.
Yeah, so you go to dispel this, and you feel a connection with this like stone base of the bottom of this river, and you feel your magic like pour into it, and then you feel a counter spell, but not like a counter spell of like, oh, I'm just going to stop you from doing what you're doing. It's basically like a trap that was activated by you attempting to dispel this magic, and you feel that energy surge into you, and it is painful. And the water around you begins to swirl, opening up for you to breathe. You are surrounded by a whirlpool that with you at the center of it, down at the bottom of this trench. You are collapsed down to your knees and your hands, just like tensing and almost completely like stiffened by this like pain that is surging through you.
I imagine it feels like being tased, where your muscles are just seizing up.
Mm-hmm.
Danail is thinking to himself, of course, it always had to be a trap. Oh, how cruel. They let you breathe.
You take 9 piercing magical damage, ignore armor.
Ow. I think I'm seizing so hard, I'm like coughing blood.
Everyone else from up in the tree, and also Ladislas and Strogi, like up in the air, especially, in fact, probably Ladislas and Strogi, you see like light sparking up from the river, where there is a whirlpool that has begun to form. And I don't know, are you like letting out any agony, like Danail, from the pain of this, or are you like?
I think I'm screaming to the point that like my voice is breaking, and like I just have no control over it.
You hear your sibling, your brother, screaming from the center of this whirlpool, and you hear that for one last moment before the whirlpool closes immediately. And that's where we're going to take our first break. Our break.
Damn.
Good point for it.
Damn.
Cool. So we will be back in 10 minutes. So at 8:50, we will start back up with the second half of the show.
Yeah.
Woo!
See you then.
See you then, everyone. Do whatever you need to do. Bye. Danail, you feel water surround your body again. This like intense like pain from the cement floor has not ceased. Back up above, Ladislas, you are flying through the sky with Strogi. You are holding on to the night. What would you like to do? You seem the first and the most ready to take on a position here.
Yeah, so first things first, I want to look and see if there's a tree that I could just kind of like drape the night across. Like I don't think
the woman
it doesn't look like
respectable.
she's back to consciousness yet. So I just want to kind of like prop her up in a tree. Is there somewhere that I could do that?
Yeah, I mean, like you could literally, you're not so far away from the rest of your family, so you can drop the night off with them.
Bless you.
Thank you.
We're up pretty high. Like I'm up above the tree cover. I feel like
Yeah.
we just went up because I wanted to get out, and make sure we were out of the reach of the water.
No
So
matter
I just
what,
wanna-
yeah,
Okay.
you can just drop her off in a tree. That's fine.
Cool. Then I think that's what we do. We just kind of like I think I kind of like let go, and then Tsurugi just kind of like swings her into like a little nest of branches up near the top of one of the trees. And then I am making a beeline for where I heard that scream.
Cool. You want to use your hold to do it?
Yes, I do. I want to fly like an arrow towards that scream. And then I think that is my last hold as bird form. So here's what I
go for it.
here's what I want to do. I want to fly up so that I give myself as much time as possible, and then I want to defy danger and turn into a rock and just sink to the bottom of this river. Because my idea is like I don't know that. Like maybe Danail had enough breath capacity to get to the bottom of the river all by himself. I don't know that Lass does.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to turn to stone so that I don't really have to deal with that problem.
Great.
So I'm going to defy danger first.
Okay.
What would you say this is?
This could be Constitution. It could be Intelligence.
I mean, William, if you give me the Constitution, it's going to be Constitution. Okay, cool. I'm going to do that then. Maybe just to brace myself as I'm falling then.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 6 + 1, a 7.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Do you want me to roll my change first?
Yes,
Okay.
do that.
Okay. So the mixed success on that, and then my shape-shifting is a 7 + 2, a 9.
A 9, yeah. So you can get that with 2 holds. So I think what happens is you're trying to like transform like as you are in the air, like coming down to the river, and you just like you can't focus, you can't get that off in time, and you crash into the waves from pretty high up.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
flew
gonna
up specifically, so
Yeah. So you're gonna take 5 points of damage from crashing into this aggressive flowing river. But just as you hit the river, you then turn into a rock and you sink down to the bottom.
great. Do I see Danail?
Yeah, you can see Danail as a rock.
Well, I am. So here's my reasoning. I'm Golem Rock. I'm
Golem
not
rock,
just
yeah.
Rock.
Gotcha. Then you sink down to the bottom and you can see Danail. There's still like this like underwater like sort of whirlpooling like vortex that is around Danail, but it's not giving space for breath anymore. It's just this seems more of like a magical effect than the whirlpool is also a magical effect. This seems more like aesthetic. But you can also see like charges of magic kind of go pulsing through Danail as he is on the bottom of the river.
Cool. I want to obviously like make my way over to him. And I think my first instinct is just like to get him out of this whirlpool. So I think I just like literally like reach like this big like rocky hand in and try to like scoot him out of the whirlpool.
Danail, what would you like to do?
Go along with this.
Cool. Yeah, I think you get pulled out of the whirlpool. I do need a defy danger from one of you. Like, well, it's going to be like strength because Danail is like almost magically magnetized to the bottom of the river.
Yeah. I think it makes more sense for it to be me. Because I'm the one trying to remove him from this whirlpool.
Then.
Also, you know what would be fucked up? This is making me think of if you're playing like D&D and you cast Hold Person on somebody, then pushed him into water.
That is, yep.
That's kind of what's happening right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna defy danger strength to like remove him from this spot that he's like magically soldered to or soldered. That is 2 5s, 2 5s plus 1 and 11.
Great. Yeah. You peel Danail off of the bottom of this river, and that magical surge of energy that was going through him just like dissipates, and you can see it like spread through the entire like that stone cement like road below the river. You can see it just like spread off into the distance about as far as you can see.
William, if you'll let me, I'd like to do one last thing before we shift away.
Yes, let's do one last thing.
I would love to try to spout lore about the source of the magic or the type of the magic.
Sure.
Because I want to try to figure out like what is this effect, why is it doing this, and how can we stop it, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. No. Should have kept that one. That is a 5 and a 3 plus 1, so a 9.
So on a 9, on a 7 to 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's up to you to make it useful. Yeah, the type of magic, holding in the type of magic that like I'm not gonna tell you like evocation or like anything like that.
Sure.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I like from what you remember hearing about like this sort of thing is it seems to be like a type of magic that holds in a living creature.
Interesting. Okay.
Back up top, everyone else. So you've just heard the scream of Danail. You and then the water closed back up, dampening the scream so you can no longer hear it. What do you all want to do?
Dad.
I got this.
Okay.
I want to Ben Bar's what's the ability called? Ben Bar's lift gates on a tree, and I want to break it down and like reach down with it, like for them to pull them back up.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Ben Bark.
Ben Bard.
Lift bark.
Yeah.
Break branch.
So I'm gonna do a pure strength roll.
Great.
It's a 9 plus 2 is 11, and so I could pick 3 things. So one, this won't take a very long time. And you can fix the thing again without any effort are the big ones that I want to do. So I want to be able to use that to like bend it down and then pull it back up with my kids.
Okay. Cool.
And then do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if Dowser or anyone else, or you feel good about this?
Yeah, honestly.
Cool. Yeah. So then, Danail and Ladislas down at the bottom here, you see a branch, like, a big, like, I say branch, but like the end of a tree, just like bend into like the river, a ways above you. This is like a pretty deep river, but you see it like break the surface up top, like the shadow, from the sun, like between that and the tree, like that casts a shadow that catches your attention, and you look up and you can see this. It would be a perfect way, like if you can get up to reach it, it would like fling you directly out and into safety. What would you both like to do?
Danail at this point is like clawing at his throat and is like in a desperate, like very wet rat panic to like get out of the water.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you're no longer cemented to the ground, and and the river is like, well, you are kind of low on oxygen. So yes, I will need a defy danger roll from you.
I just want to.
You could like float to this, like you could get to the surface a little bit better, but because
I lost it all.
One thing I would like to do, if I can, I want to like climb. I want to be like at the end of the tree with like a hand out, so they can grab onto me, and I can take the help action for the first.
Great, that's great.
And I would love to aid, depending on Spencer's roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
It's funny because theoretically, this could kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I'm rolling Constitution to hold on. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 flat.
Okay. Then
I don't think my aid's going to do
I-
anything.
Do have the rope still attached to me if that detail is of any use to anyone.
Yeah, the rope that's attached to you would also be attached to that's the one that's attached to Dowser and Brenner and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like all the rest of us if we're all still
Yeah.
holding.
Okay, then let's I don't know that, let me see here. We can get an aid from both Ladislas and Dowser then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll roll my aid, and for the nail, it's a +1.
Danail's
+1 is 10.
Danail's my only +2, and that is an 8 + 2.
Wow, we
We
rolled
got a
both
10 and a
10s.
10.
Yeah.
Then that
2
brings
+
you
1 brings me to a 10.
yeah, so I guess Ladislas like
Scoop.
shoves you
Yeah.
boom, like shoves you upward towards the surface, and like just as you're getting up there to break the surface
Danail, grab my red slimy hand.
Okay.
and yeah, and just as Danail breaks the surface, Dowser can
Yeah, I want to just like wrap my other arm around him and just like lift him up. It is difficult because he's probably at least twice my weight.
and the crashing
Yeah.
river is still
It's all like once I get him up, I'm honestly holding on to him while he's holding on to the branch, and I'm using him to not fall in.
As soon as Danail is within reach of Brenner, can Brenner heal?
yeah.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's a good idea.
DreamWorks
Teamwork.
Shrek film.
So really, if you think about it, teamwork makes the Shrek film
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
by the
really,
transitive property.
Have you seen the special features on the DVD? There was a
Have you seen the credits of the Shrek movie?
lot of people worked on that movie.
People on that one.
you roll, Franny.
Can I roll again? I rolled a 3.
Rolled a
No.
And we were doing lay on hands here, or were you doing heal? What's
I was
the
doing a hospitaler.
so with lay on hands?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 7 to 9, they are healed, but the damage or disease is transferred to you.
Oh wait, I rolled a D8.
No,
Because
you need to. Yeah, so you need to roll.
No, you roll 2d6.
Okay, 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
2d6 plus charisma.
Roll 2d6 plus charisma.
Oh, perfect. I got an 11 plus 2.
Okay, now roll 2d8.
Okay. 2.
You rolled 1 and 1.
On a D8?
2d8.
Oh my god, sorry. Okay,
No,
so,
that's okay.
so 5.
5 total.
Okay.
Yes, 5 total.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's a
Yeah.
It's about
more than half of the damage that
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer sustained.
Ladislas, you're still at the bottom of this river. What would you like to do?
I want to stay there because I am going to search out the source of this magic. That's what I want to do in my my rock golem form. You said I saw those sparks of magic kind of like disappearing off into the river, right? So I kind of want to just follow those.
Started at a point and like blasted outwards.
Okay, well in that case, I want to discern realities.
Yeah, cool. Ooh, nice.
Man, these dice. Man. Yes. Fuck yeah. That is an 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay, so you get to ask 10 plus you ask 3 questions from Discern Realities.
Okay, so first question is what here is useful or valuable to me?
Okay, you were trying to figure out what like the magical properties were of this.
Yeah.
What here is useful or valuable to me? I'm gonna tell you your fists. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, ask your next question.
What here is not what it appears to be?
the cement. So
Yeah.
so it appears you were wondering where this like magic was coming from. Like what it I this could be something that like maybe you've heard about or whatever in your travels, but it appears as though they like baked the ingredients for the spell into the stone. Like into this clay stone, and laid the foundation, like the bottom foundation of this trench with that stone. And so it's like the stone itself is holding the magic.
Gotcha. Okay, so here I'm going to ask my third.
Yeah, go for it.
So my third question, here's what I kind of want to do. I'm going to raise my fists and like go as if like I'm basically going to bring them down onto this concrete. But my third question I want to ask is, what is about to happen when I do this?
You are about to break open a seal to a cage.
Do I know if that will be bad?
You can intuit that it will stop the river.
Okay, let me think about this. Okay,
please.
Here's my justification for why I'm gonna do this.
Cool.
I don't think Lass is super, being that she is a druid, I don't think that she is super comfortable with things being kept in cages. Regardless of what they are, everything has a place in the natural world. Even this dragon that came through that portal has a place somewhere in its own world. Everything in nature, in ecology, has a specific niche that it fills. And so she feels like if there is something trapped down there, that is not its natural state, and it needs to be returned to that natural state. So with that thought in her head, she brings both of her fists down on this concrete.
Immediately, like you just on your single location, you burst through this stone, this clay here down on the bottom, and it was not the bottom of this trench. The blocks and the stone blast off side to side away from you, and you see a crack that goes all the way across as far as you can see, like down away underneath here. And then that bursts, and everyone from the outside can see like the water like blasting out from side to side as these stone and rock pieces fall like hundreds of feet away from the force of this eruption. Water is shooting up into the sky and coming down. It almost like it's happening so much and so regularly at this moment that it seems like it has begun raining. And Ladislas, you see in front of you, swimming out from below the surface of this stone base, is a very, very large turtle.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem exactly like a turtle. It has wings, and I mean it is huge, and it has like fangs, and it's like kind of a longer face than a turtle would, as you would assume. And there's like a tail with its claws and everything, and it immediately breaches the surface. That's just how big it is. Mm-hmm. And the water all around all of you, you see it like sucking in back up to this turtle that has just breached the surface of the water for you, and this water begins spiraling around up, almost like a cyclone, with the turtle at the very top of it, raising, and then as the turtle gets completely like up above in the sky above you, that whirlpool,
like Yordle.
All of the water around you sucks into the turtle's shell.
Whoa.
And up above you is a flying dragon turtle.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So when you say it has wings, like wings are coming out of like the shell, or is it kind of like a sea turtle except its fins are wings?
Yeah, I'm picturing the fins or wings, but
Well,
William.
like a dragon turtle, will I see what you're imagining?
I don't know.
Let's
Will you?
see.
Yes.
So the wings are like part of the like front arms, kind of.
Yeah, the wings. It's like its fins are kind of like wings.
Yeah.
Sick.
But it's like it doesn't seem
Fins
to.
and wings aren't that distinct now that I'm thinking about it.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really seem to be using them
Water wings.
to fly.
Mhm.
It's just like it's like floating there, and
Okay.
and like immediately clouds of mist start forming around it, and it almost becomes its own like sort of oasis like up above you.
Is William, important question. Is the river gone? Is the river completely been sucked up into this turtle's shell?
The river is gone.
Interesting. Okay. Can I, from my position down on this concrete slab in trench, can I look down into where the turtle was being kept?
Yeah. Yes, you can. It's just like it's more like of the cement, and there's a huge like pattern, like just enormous like like pixel art almost, but
Okay.
each like brick is laying out like a design, a pattern for a spell.
Here's what I'm thinking, because we are also dealing with a threat that seems ginormous and can control, has a lot of power at its disposal. And this one that I have just released had been trapped.
Yeah.
So I want to try to study these runes that were just previously holding this turtle, to see if I can kind of work backwards to come up with something that might work on that dragon, or at the very least be able to write them down so that I can look them up later.
This is exactly what is going through Danail's head, and I brought blank tomes and vellum from Gambador's library for this exact purpose.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So what should I roll?
To do that, I feel like that would be like intelligence, and one of you can roll it, and the other one can aid if you'd like.
Is it? Well, can I give you a pitch? Does it kind of, to me, sounds like discern realities? To see like what here is useful or valuable to me?
I mean, like that would be like already know it's useful or valuable. This
Okay.
is like,
Because is this spouting lore?
I think I'm basically just doing a flat
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
I think I'll take this one if you would like to aid me.
Sure. If your intelligence modifier is higher than 1, please do take
It is.
and I will aid.
Cool.
Does anybody have a 3 yet for anything?
I thought
almost.
we've established that we are unable to get 3s.
No, 3 is the highest you can get when you have an 18.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought. Okay, well that changes some things. Okay.
Yeah, I am almost there. Next level up, I will be there.
Nice.
Anyways, I'm gonna roll this now.
Cool.
I had to stop to reconsider. I just got 2 6s, yo.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a
I'm not.
+2.
Should I still roll 8?
sure.
We're at a 14 right now.
Let's just see what happens. Let's just see.
I
That
want to
is
learn some new tactic here.
That is a 7 plus 2, because my bond with Danail is +2, so that is a 9.
There's a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
You essentially, the way that aid or interfere would be like is you still give the +1, but you expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. I think we could ignore that because like we've already succeeded. It's fine. I just wanted to see if we could get it like a little bit high. So Danail, your spell casting, the way that you the way that you do spellcasting, because you're like a half caster, like you multi-classed into that, correct? That was just like a thing.
Correct.
That you could do? So that didn't give you the wizard's ritual ability, did it?
It did not.
Okay, well now you have the ritual ability for one thing. You can do containment rituals.
Sick.
Oh shit.
Beautiful.
But I will tell you flat out right now that you will have to be like level like 8 before you would be able to contain a dragon.
Yeah. Something of this magnitude, but I understand the sigils, the runes, all the components. It's just the raw amplitude that I'm unable to do myself.
Yeah.
I love
rituals. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just love the image of Lass, who has turned back into her regular self, just like shouting these symbols up at Danail, like, and now there's one curl off to the left. Just write that right, and then there was another section over here that looks like an X.
Can I establish something real quick? The dragon turtle's still just there, or it just kind of took off?
Still there.
It's up there. Yeah.
Just floating.
Cool.
Cool.
How Danail will be approaching this role is going to be a little time to study and take a moment. And I think this role is just like that moment of insight and recognizing it. But Danail will want to like take time and look over it, and will not listen to a single word you say, Ladislaus, while the dragon turtle is still above us.
Sure. So yeah, for the rest of you, there's Dragon Turtle.
Brenner, Dax is gonna talk to the big turtle. You want to be part of that?
Yeah, let's find out if it's hurt, and if it's hurt, maybe we can help.
Okay, we should
Brenner,
oh.
I know that it's important to you to make new friends. I think you should be careful.
What did you just name it?
Zaz.
Okay. Sure.
Good name.
Well, Brenner.
How many dragons are we going to unleash? When will it end? What's next? A fire dragon? Just a dragon that's just like a giant gelatinous blob wrapped around a skeleton that spits acid?
Can we
That's
do
my hope,
actually?
Brenner.
Sorry, Dad, what were you saying?
And then Din reaches into his pack and grabs just like a huge loaf of bread. Yeah, just I don't know.
Oh no, Chris, we lost what you were saying.
Chris,
Oh,
right after you said a huge loaf of bread.
Oh, he just says, I don't know. Just good luck.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay. Take my hand, Brenner. We should approach cautiously so that it knows we're not a threat.
I'm going to take a heavy swip up from my flask.
The dragon turtle like turns just like stationary in the air, just like pivoting, like hover, like almost like an office chair that's just like oscillating, and is now like facing all of you that are up in the tree, and it like comes down to your level, and there's just like a dragon turtle's head like right in front of you.
Please don't shoot fire. Please don't breathe on us. Please don't breathe on us. Please don't kill us.
And its mouth opens.
Hey, this is how I die.
I hold on to my knife.
No, you're safe. You're in the pit.
No,
Danail climbed out. Lass is in the pit.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Right, well, I can read them from up above. Like it's like, but Danail's, the mouth opens wide and wider and wider, and you see like the back of the throat like push up a little bit, and then you get an exhale of breath over all of you, like kind of like blowing your hair and your clothes and stuff.
Before the effects that Franny has.
Is yawning in your face.
Oh, Zaz is so tired. Oh, big stretch, Zaz. Oh, you were stuck for so long.
Down in this, yes. Everybody stretch.
Like start stretching a little bit.
Come on, Josh. I know that you are more tense than that. Stretch for real. You're a fighter. You need your springy muscles.
Am I able to? Is the dragon turtle close enough that Brenner can put their hands on?
Yeah, you can reach out. This is like very much like in like Jurassic Park when the kids are like touching the breakfast.
I mean, and can I just, maybe it's not necessary, but Brenner does it just in case, just to heal Zaz of anything, of any.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's nice. Yeah, you reach out your hands and you, and the ends of your fingertips and your palms start glowing, and it, you can see like through the lining of like the breaks in the scales. On Zaz, you see like just a holy light kind of pass through its entire face, and then you hear like a.
Oh.
Hey, Brenna, give it the bread. Give us the bread.
Oh, right. Zaz, if you're hungry.
Its mouth opens a little bit, and a tongue just and, like sucks the loaf of bread like right out of your hands as you're like kind of tossing it like. And
the tongue is bigger than our house.
Yep.
Can we call you Zaz? Is this okay for you?
And its mouth opens again, and again you feel like the pressure of another like bout of air as it burps in all of your face.
Do you understand the language that we speak? Can you, if you do, just push your tongue out a little bit and wag it up and down.
It pushes its tongue out and licks your face up and down.
Surprisingly pleasant for being a dragon turtle. Dowser doesn't know how long you have been down there, or how long you have been alive. But I am Dowser. Perhaps we have met.
You see the dragon turtle's like eyes, which have been almost closed, like, and you say like, I am Dowser, and its eyes like kind of widen, like right in front of you.
Oh, if you know me.
And then it like turns its head to the side, so like it's just like an eye, like right next to you now, and you see the like kind of study.
Yeah, I'll like remove my helmet and wig and like just show myself.
When you remove the helmet and it sees the wig, and then you remove the wig and it sees you finally like as you are, you just hear this like full belly like kind of chuckle, like huge like sound coming from the belly of this dragon turtle. And then
Dowser, are you secretly like a red dragon or something? And this is just like your form and your size is just like a magical word, and then you're the next thing that's going to be a huge. Anyway, I'm going to sit down.
Be a red dragon. That's a good thought.
The dragon turtle turns back to like facing you head on, and like tilts its head down towards Brenner, and is just like floating there in front of you.
I'll still take a step back.
Brenner just kind of pets and smooths just the scales, and then Brenner says, "Who put you down there? I mean, I know you can't really speak. Loss."
I'm down here.
You have to come up here. I want you to try and communicate with Zaz.
One of you is gonna have to come get me.
And then a rope flies
You
down.
have a bird.
Oh,
Or a
You
rope.
can turn into a bird.
oh no! I think that she's out of holds, right?
Well, what about
I think I'll be honest. I just think Lass is tired.
Oh yeah, rope comes down.
Very fast.
And also they yell up.
I'm feeling they them right now.
Okay.
And then
rope.
Din Din pulls Ladislas back up.
with the rope?
Yeah.
Cool.
And Ladislas says, "Hello there, Zaz, is it?"
Well, at least I don't know. Is that okay? Oh, they said yes, or Zaz said, I think yes, that that's okay.
And you're just doing your thing where you can talk to creatures.
Yeah, spirit tongue.
Spirit tongue.
Nice.
And see, okay, cool. Yeah, so you say hi, Zaz, is it? And then just like only you can like hear this, but the rest of you kind of like see like its mouth opens just a touch, and you're hearing like no like sound. But what Ladislas you hear is Zaz. Zaz is fine. My name previously was hard for me to pronounce, so Zaz is good.
Quick question for you. Are you the Just As We Are River? How does that work?
As I was being confined below this trench, they had planned to cover the entire thing with stone and cement so I could never be found again. So as they were placing the final stone, I released my energy in the form of a river, so that they could not continue construction on my cage.
I think Ladislas is communicating all of this back to everyone else, by the way, sort of just acting as interpreter.
Ask them who put them down there.
And why?
If you don't mind, do you know who built your cage and why?
I'm unsure. It was very powerful sorcerers with help from some, well, less than savory people. I do not know why they put me down there. Perhaps to take domain over my woods.
Zaz, I have a little bit of a favor to ask, if you don't mind.
I do not mind.
Well, it's just I know there are lots of there's lots of farms that are downriver from here, and I think if the river disappears entirely, I think they might go hungry. Is it possible that you could leave a little bit of the river behind?
Just a river.
Just a river. It doesn't have to be the same river.
I will see what I can do.
Thank you. And Ladislas just takes like a deep bow towards this dragon turtle.
And it starts to like oscillate and like kind of like hover and like turn away to the north of like where you were in regards to the river, and then it like turns back just for a moment to you, Lass, and it goes, "Oh, this one," and like kind of like nods towards Brenner. Zaz is very good. I will be Zaz now. Tell the world Zaz has returned. And then it turns and like just flies away.
I communicate all that back to Brenner.
Oh, bye, Zaz.
Zaz has returned.
Danae's face is just like cringing, like, why is this a good thing?
Well, I feel like if you were the one who just named it Zaz, And you go around telling people that Zolz has returned. I don't think anybody's gonna know what that is.
You have a point, Josh, but Darcy doesn't think that it matters. No, I
I
mean,
think Zaz is a peaceful kind of entity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real peaceful. Yeah.
In the event that Zaz causes, say, mass flooding and widespread destruction, maybe we could just, not take credit for this one.
Well, I asked them to put the river back, or at least a little bit of the river back. So,
Shouldn't we cross the river first?
well, I don't necessarily know that magical effect is going to be on it now, even if it returns. I don't know that for a fact, so maybe we should get across before that happens.
Speaking
But
of which, I'm going to be right back. Just give me a few minutes. And Danae is going to pull out said tomes and start inscribing charcoal drawings, copying the patterns, being like, hang on, okay, so they arrange it like this, this, and this, and just like, taking all the notes he can.
cool.
William, what happened to our night lady?
she's up in a tree.
Yeah, she's up in a tree.
Fun.
Is she conscious yet, William?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna get her down from the tree.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's still a
I
problem.
want to chat with Josh at a point.
Yeah, so Dowser, you go over to Josh.
Yeah. Josh, you said we should cross the river. Do you have plans to go over that way, where the knight who wants you dead is going to be in charge?
Well, I mean, if I can get into way like unimpeded, and y'all can just let me go, then I could start. I mean, there's probably a lot of rich people there, a lot of money to make. I don't know. I could put together a new crew, something like that. So yeah, I want to go over there.
Okay.
I mean, as long as the night lady's unconscious.
Are you all alone now? Were the people who were?
Oh, am I
dead
all alone
you
now?
had?
Well, no, I have reinforcements that are supposed to be coming in a few minutes, so we should probably get going.
Okay. Yeah, we can move. Just I don't know. If a time comes where you feel like being strong for a family, we're trying to save the world, and muscles always help, Josh.
Do y'all got something to do with all the darkness in the sky and the portal that opened up and stuff?
Something to do with it. It's hard to. I don't know about something that we have nothing to do with it. We just wanted to stop, and we wanted to stop us all. We didn't do it. It's not our fault or anything.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean even by that.
Kind of seems like you're a little defensive or something.
I
But
don't know. That's
no.
defensive. That's feeling defensive right now. I don't know what to say.
well, so the payback for the favor.
Oh,
I helped you save your family.
you're dead. That's very thankful.
Great. You're gonna get me into way, and you're gonna leave me alone.
Okay, Lester can do that.
If the night wakes back up, either you get her to stop trying to arrest me, or I kill her.
Knock, knock. So Dindin's knocking on her visor. Hello.
She's just out.
And then he puts her over his shoulder and then jumps down from the tree. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, we should go quickly because if she wakes up, Dawser has some very important decisions to make that he would rather not do.
Yeah, we should get going because I have reinforcements showing up, and I don't want you killing any more of my men.
You're so funny, Josh. We should go.
No, you're gonna kill them. I know you are. They're gonna see me. They're gonna think I'm captured, and they're gonna try and kill you, and then you'll just overpower them because apparently you're all extremely difficult to kill.
Aren't you supposed to be arrested?
Aren't I supposed to be arrested? Wow.
Well,
that's what I get for saving your life, huh?
Yes, I think we could all
Oh
be
no,
nice
it's okay. I
to
could have
Josh.
just left you face down in the river, let you wash away.
But Josh wouldn't do that because Josh is a friend of ours who was happy to help, and that's why we're getting Josh into the city and leaving him alone.
Yeah, I like Dowser. Yeah, we should all listen to Dowser.
We should all listen to Dowser. Dowser likes this.
Nail's gonna approach. Because Danail is kind of worried how this conversation could go. Josh, we can get you into the city. I do think it might be best if you go on ahead and we meet you there. And we'll just tell her that you ran off. And I'm gonna sign him real deal in Thieves' Cant, and I'm just gonna like kind of tap my neck very pointedly. And then I sign show you later. Since most members of the Chimera bastards do tend to have, a Chimera tattoo somewhere.
I, for one, don't like this. Din Din is a man of his word, a bird of his word. And
a bird of his word.
I'm thinking of if I'm going to use interrogator on you guys. No, it's fine. I just think it's irresponsible is all.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, what does that do,
Thanks,
though?
Dad.
Oh, I could make a threat of violence. And I could use strength instead of charisma, but
oh shit! Like, no, if you want to threaten Josh, like, go for it.
no, I'm
We'll
going
be
to
good cop,
threaten
bad
you
cop.
guys, but you're my children, so I just think you guys are a bit particularly spineless in this decision this time.
Oh God! Wow.
Life. And we would possibly be dead without Josh. We have to repay
Wait,
him.
hold on. If your dad wants to die right now, I can kill your dad.
No, you cannot kill my
No,
dad.
hold
My
on,
dad
hold
can
on.
kick
I don't
your
think you
butt.
can.
Yeah,
How strong you are.
Josh takes off that dingy kind of fancy cloak. Just pulls off and he's wearing like a tank top vest with like two like bandolier holsters for the daggers. And like whips out the daggers really quick and spins them in his hands. He's like, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Come on, Matt.
Din
Dad,
Din takes out his what?
Dad,
What? It's a
stop.
fight. You're supposed to fight.
No.
Now, Josh,
Um,
if you
I
want
do
to-
want to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand, but also, don't fucking disrespect my father. Kick his ass, Dad.
Yeah, sorry, Dad. You got to kick his ass to get challenged you. Josh, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Brenner, look away.
Yeah,
Hey,
Josh
hey,
is sitting there like spinning daggers.
hey, William, can I land as Bird with Srogi in the middle of this? I don't think Lass particularly wants this to happen because she's afraid for her dad.
Oh, okay.
She saw how what those daggers do. And
daggers do,
just
though?
like lands in the middle with Srogi, and they kind of like one billows out their wings towards Din Din, and the other one billows out their wings towards Josh. Just
What is
trying to
this?
get them to break them up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna fight when my kids are in the middle of it.
Oh no,
Are we doing
I
this?
think we should just let him get it out of hand. I mean, I think you both want to. So I think you should get it out of your systems, get it out of the way, and then we'll catch up with you later. Well, I'll catch up with you later, Josh.
Srogi turns and gives you an evil eye, Danail.
Hey, you can't police everyone. Believe me, I try.
Okay, so am I killing your dad?
No.
Well, no, you're fighting. Our dad will then kick your ass, and then one of us will interject if one of you thinks like we're going too far. Hey, just so Dad can demonstrate. Hey, don't disrespect Din Din. Okay, cool. See, that's not a wise move. Put the daggers away. Cool.
The only worry here is if the night lady wakes up, then it doesn't matter whose ass is getting kicked because then Josh has to go to jail, and that'll be sad for Josh.
It's what we agreed on.
Yeah, well,
And
I made
do-
another deal with your kid,
Yes, true.
the lizard, and
Dowser. Dowser.
Dowser.
Dowser.
Oh, that's your name.
Yes. I'm
Oh,
Dowser.
See, I
Dowser is
thought
me.
you were just talking about like the fire, like you gotta douse like the flame. I don't know, whatever.
You cannot douse the flame truly. You just
Right.
move it.
Okay. Well,
Doubtser,
Yes.
I want you to know if you make deals and you break deals, you're the one who has to deal with the consequences.
I saved your life. I saved your kids' lives. I saved everyone's lives. So I think we can let me go. All right.
All right, I sheathe my knife back in.
Yeah,
Dowser?
sheathes the daggers.
He's your responsibility. Make sure he doesn't do anything inappropriate. You understand?
Well, Dowser has to leave him alone when he gets in the city. That was the deal, and if Dowser breaks the deal, then he has to deal with the consequences.
If
Are you
that just
making this
broke,
lizard
then-
my...
Dowser!
The,
Sorry, I yelled, Josh.
the lizard's going to be my babysitter.
Dowser!
Douse is going to be my babysitter.
You should be so lucky.
I think that's only fair. We're breaking one deal to help you, so... Oh,
Wait,
this
which
hurts
deal
my
are we
brain.
breaking?
If we don't move right now, my men are going to arrive.
All right, Josh, let us go. My family will follow.
Ladislas and Pierogi are
Trotting away.
just using their wings to push everyone in the right direction.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. What happened to the knight? Are we just leaving her?
The knight is over Dindin's
yeah.
shoulder.
Yep.
Right.
Dindin was just
I
going
was-
to fight with the knight over his shoulder.
To be fully clear, I have already started moving away with Josh.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Cool. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna douse a rag with a little bit more oil of Taggart.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of gently kind of stuff that on the inside of her visor, so the fumes will hopefully keep her out for a bit. Look,
Oh
it
my
would be really
God.
bad if she woke up and saw that we were talking to each other. You know, like as long as one of you's conscious, there's going to be a fight. It's like, you know, how do you get a wolf, a chicken, and a bear across a river? You know,
You let the river free.
In a boat.
you drug the bear.
So
And
we
I think-
walk across the river,
Yeah,
or
so you
rope across the river.
well, yeah, you I think slide into
Mm-hmm.
the crevasse now.
Will Josh go down holding hands with me?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, cool.
There are points where Josh needs like a little bit more like leverage, just like for maneuvering. So
Yeah.
like he just like lifts you up
Mm-hmm.
and like you're dangling, and then he like repositions like balance wise, and then sets
Hell
you
yeah.
back down on the ground.
Josh would deny it, but Josh thinks Dowser's really cute and is falling for him.
And yeah, all of you just start walking across. I mean, like the entire time you're walking, like just to the right of you is this huge, like broken cavern of where this dragon turtle used to be, and you have now made it so that you can walk. You can walk across this river in a way.
I hope we didn't
Excellent.
make things worse.
We might have made things worse, but we solved the immediate problem.
And we made a new friend. Da, 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 da. Pick me up.
and you all start walking forward. You're just far enough now where you can like slowly begin to see, make out the details of the city of Wei out in front of you
The Shining City.
as Josh bends down and picks up Dowser
Da, da, da,
and puts
da.
Dowser up on his shoulders and begins walking
The
again.
tallest he's ever been, Dowser.
And next time on Hijinks and
Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us. That's the end of the episode.
Woo.
This is I think episode 7,
Something like that.
Wow, really?
Nice.
something like that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, episode 7, I believe. Of
6.
no, last week was 6. I swear.
Y'all, we've been in quarantine for a long time.
I don't even know if that would help. We don't number them. On
No,
the
I was
screen.
wrong last week. Hold on.
Oh. Whatever.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, cool. Everything should be cool. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's fun. If you enjoyed that, check out the rest of our stuff. There's a playlist with the previous episodes of this mini series called Hijinks and Dungeon World on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. You can also check out the Kids on Bikes campaign that we've been doing. That's a continuous campaign. It was going for over a year, and we will return to it at some point. We're just like taking a bit of a hiatus while we're all doing this remotely, trying to figure out things until maybe we feel confident enough to get back to it or not. But you can see all of that on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. Check all that stuff out. QueueTimes got a lot of shows you can check out. There's Clear Skies. There's Long Beach by Night, which I think is wrapping up its prologues, epilogues.
Epilogues.
I always get this good up.
Yeah.
Wrapping up the epilogues and stuff. QueueTimes put 3 of those up recently on the YouTube channel, so those are all available. Denver by Night is another great show that they have going on at the moment, and I mean, like, there's just a lot of cool stuff happening. One-on-one shots that B. Dave Walters is doing, which is basically like taking like friends and stuff of his that are like really into the tabletop scene and everything, and having them play a one shot with him while he like interviews them and stuff. And it's very cool. It's a cool amount of things that are going on here, and we're excited to have all of you involved. So check that out. The exclamation point coin for the tip jar, so you can donate to the casts and everything. Subscribe to QueueTimes on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube, or at least follow or subscribe, whatever you got. Use your if you got Amazon Prime, you can
Give us your free sub.
Give us your free sub. That kind of thing. But other than that, we do this every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. So if that interests you at all, we'd love to see you back. That would be great. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I'm William, and I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I'm also in a band called Glass Beach, and that is at Glass Beach Band.
Everywhere.
On Twitter and Instagram, and on Twitch and Patreon. We have a Patreon, which we're releasing some early demos of the first Glass Beach album on Friday.
Yeah.
Because
earlier if you're a patron.
Yeah, earlier
today if you're a high enough patron.
Yeah. We were able to get to that goal because of our patrons, and the way that we run our Patreon is basically if like we hit goals with patrons, there isn't really like exclusive content, but you get some stuff early. But we just want to. There's a lot of stuff that like on our plate that we want to get done and for people to see. And if we reach those goals, we just make it available to everybody, to the public. We didn't want to run a Patreon with exclusive content, and honestly, kind of working out in our favor, because now we might be avoiding the taxes that are coming up.
Which was not part of the plan.
Which is not part of the plan, but it's kind of cool. So so that'll be nice. Hopefully, I'm still looking into it, but we should be good. Okay, cool. So Glass Beach Band, check all that out. And also Jonas and I are on another show for QueueTimes called Court of Corvids, which is a Pathfinder 2nd edition stream. The last episode was amazing.
It was great. It was wonderful.
It was amazing. I'm still thinking about it today, and we recorded it on Sunday. So yeah, pretty great. A great time. I love my character for that show. I love Jonas's character for that show.
We're married.
We're married. We're playing a married couple, and it's really wonderful. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And that is GM'd by Jake of QueueTimes fame, and it's really exciting. It's a whole lot of fun, and yeah, it's some cool stuff.
I have been Jonas playing Dowser. You can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. I do all the things that William already talked about. Spencer.
Oh, hi. I'm Spencer LaBelle. I've been playing Danae. You can find me on Twitter at SpabelleVO. You can find me on Instagram at Splubble, which is like bubble with a spl. SPLUBBLE. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I've been playing Ladislas. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, LAGGARDSON. You can also find me DMing the series Monster of the Week on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. I'm really proud of that series, and I think it deserves a watch. So if that's your bag, Supernatural, X-Files, that kind of stuff, go check that out. Also, the QueueTimes main YouTube channel is like less than 300 subscribers away from hitting 10,000.
Wow.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, or less than 30 maybe? I don't know. You'll have to look. But either way, you should go subscribe to it, because that's a really important milestone, and it's very cool. We've seen this QueueTimes as a whole go from like a couple thousand, like maybe 2,000, less than that. Anyway,
Yes, yeah.
A very low number of subscribers to almost 10,000. It has been a really, really cool thing to watch, and really a thing that I am proud to be a part of in whatever small way that I am. So yeah, go subscribe to that YouTube channel, and like I said, go check out the Monster of the Week series. It's all in a playlist. It's beginning, middle, and end. The whole series is finished on Monster of the Week on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, and that's it.
I'm Franny. I've been playing Brenner, and you can find me on the social media platforms at JUST_FRANNIEK. And then I have another account, Maskazozo, where I watch a whole bunch of horror movies and I lazily review them. So if you feel like introducing me to some horror that I have not seen yet, I would much appreciate it. That's
I have been Chris playing Dindin. If you like what I do, I have a YouTube channel where I do music and animation called Tanimato. Thanks, y'all.
Very good.
Cool. Yeah, it's really wonderful, and I work on some of that stuff sometimes, and it's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Chris is excellent, and you're all
Hell
excellent,
yeah.
and we'll see you all next week. Hopefully, tell your friends about it, comment on the YouTube videos, and have a good, safe time.
And don't leave quarantine. 6 feet apart from one another, please.
Bye.
Please. Buy masks when you're outside.